Then this is business statistics part 2.
ಇವತ್ತು ಗಮ್ಮತ್ತ ಈ ಬುಕ್ ಗಮ್ಮತ್ತ ಸೀನ್ ತೆಗಿಕೊ.
This is the second unit. Then in the syllabus we have the second unit, that is measures of dispersion or in Luxembourg measures of variation. Okay. Then here I will tell you what is dispersion is. Okay. Then various statisticians have given their views. Okay. Then here dispersion is the measure of variation of items. Here items is the data set. Okay. Dispersion is the measure of the variations of the items. Variations of the items means variations of the data set. Okay. How they are plotted, different mean, different median, and different mode. Then one more statistician by name Spiegel has said that the degree to which numerical data tend to spread about an average value is called variation or dispersion. Here, the degree to which, the degree means the level of variation. Degree to which the numerical data, the numbers tend to spread about an average value is called variation. Okay. So here from the we have the values. Okay. Then how they are spreading from an average value? It is said to be variation, measures of variation or measures of dispersion. Then here we have a few methods of measuring dispersion or variation in the data. One is range. The first one is range. Range is said to be a measure that depends on extreme items and not all the items of the data. Okay. Here, for example, we have the data like 4, 10, 15, 25, 30, and 12. So this is the data we have. Okay. Then here we will take only the extreme items to calculate the range. Then here we have the formula. Range is equal to largest value minus smallest value. Largest value minus smallest value. Here the largest value is which one? 25 is the largest value. Smallest value is 4. So here, according to this formula, range is equal to 25 minus 4 is equal to 21. So that range here is 21. Okay. The difference between the largest value and smallest value is said to be range. Then again we also have coefficient of range. Coefficient of range. So here the formula is L minus S divided by L plus S. Largest value plus smallest value divided by largest value plus smallest value. So here again we have 25 minus 4 divided by 25 plus 4. So like that we will measure the range. Here it is 21 divided by here it is 29. 21 divided by 29. You will get the coefficient of range. Then the second item is quartile deviation. Quartile deviation. Quartile deviation it is calculated on the basis of quartiles. On the basis of quartiles. For example, you have a circle. You have a circle. It is a circle. So if you like divide this half. Okay. Then if you further divide like this, you are taking it into 4 parts. Okay. This is the 1/4. Then again it is you add again one more 1/4 this it is half. Okay. Then if you add another 1/4 this 3 together it is 3/4. Okay. So here quartile deviation is calculated on the basis of the quartiles. It may be 1/4 or I can say 25%, 25%, or 1/2 means it is 3%, or 3/4 means 75%. So on the basis of quartiles, the quartile deviation will be calculated. Then one more is mean deviation. Mean deviation. So mean deviation is the arithmetic mean of the deviations of this series computed from any measure of central tendency. It may be mean or may be median or may be mode. It is called mean deviation. Then you also have standard deviation. Standard deviation. Then standard deviation for the time being you need to keep in mind. It is the root mean square deviation. Standard deviation means it is root mean square deviation or mean error or mean square error. Mean error or mean square error. Then here standard deviation is also said to be positive square root of the arithmetic mean of the squares of deviations of the given observation. Given observation means here given data. Then one more is Lorentz curve. Lorentz curve nothing but graphic method of showing the dispersion. Graphic method of showing the dispersion is said to be Lorentz curve. There is diagrammatic representation of the dispersion or deviation is called Lorentz curve. Okay, this is what various methods of dispersion.